Hey, it's Lee again with Oregon Arboriculture, and I'm up in a tree. I think this is a silver maple, just based on the way the branch structure is, but it might be another off variety. There's so many varieties, you'll never be able to 100% identify almost any tree unless it's got a tag on it. But this is what we're looking at. So we're up in this tree. I'm about 50 feet up, and you can see there's some damage here where the ice storm broke out some branches. That's what we're here for. Look at this big old behemoth branch that broke and set up over the top of their driveway. You know, that's probably 6 inches in diameter. The video doesn't do it justice. And here's another one that's bent over, and because that's under so much stress, it could heal like this, but it wouldn't look right. So we're gonna take that off too. I've already cleared out the top section. It's still a little weedy, but the customers aren't trying to pay for, you know, full maintenance all at once. So, you know, this will be something where they're gonna need to come back. But here's something I wanted to point out, and this is the reason for the video. So right here, you can see with a silver maple, for example, and that's just one example of a maple that has so this type of decurrent tree has very acute angles of branch attachment. And I hate these types of trees normally because it makes them difficult to climb. It makes rigging more complicated. Your cuts and everything else have a tendency, there's a lot more skill involved. But here, as you can see, if you look closely, this is included bark. The branches of the tree have got so close together, the bark's grown inside, and we've already got the fissure of a crack getting ready to happen. So it's not a maybe, and that's 100% sure this is going to break out. When is the question, but it's going to happen. So you really got to tell your customer, hey, this is a serious issue. This is a big enough branch right over the top of your neighbor's house. I think it would hit the fence. So I think it would go right into the fence, but it's long enough and big enough that it's going to cause severe damage. The tree's going to look ugly when it happens too, because this is a pretty major portion, a good quarter of the canopy on this side. So something to talk to your customer about. Always be on the lookout. I also wouldn't want to climb this, and if I was removing the tree, I would check these types of unions before I get up there, because I don't want to get up there and depend and put weight onto this major trunk if it could potentially fall. Another good way to do it is maybe double up some webbing straps. If I wanted to feel more comfortable, I could put them right in here somewhere, and that would be far enough up. Really, maximum would be 2/3 the distance of the total trunk. So from the union to the tips, if I measured out 2/3, if I were to put something out, like if we were going to do a cabling system, which would be a waste of money. So don't tell them to do a cabling system when it's already expressed itself this much. If it's under question and it hasn't started to crack, cable. But if you see that it's actively moving, don't waste your time, because it could break a different way and slip straight down, and that would cause a serious problem for your customer. It would be way more expensive to remove because it's way more dangerous, more hazardous, and that's something to always talk to them about. Make sure you're checking in with your customer. Make sure you're pointing this stuff out. I put it on video so I can show it to them so they know exactly what I'm talking about. And if you can, and that's something you're able to do it for your customer so that way you can help explain it better. It is that serious. Check in next time. All right, so we're up in the tree again, and this is part of the issue. So right up here, you can see my block is right above me, and I'm gonna take out this 150-pound piece right here, and I can't have it swinging toward this other tree, and I don't want it swinging toward me while I'm making the cut. So what do? A great way to do this is to involve a strap, and it's basically like false crotching without tearing all the bark off of your tree. And so this is what it looks like. So I've just got, I'm all over the place. So I've got one of my webbing straps with the carabiner, and I'm gonna put it through the carabiner. And now when it pulls, it's gonna pull away and around me, and that's gonna make it a lot safer for me and also direct my branch the way I want it to go. So keep these on. Here's some on my belt right here. I've got a big old pile of them, and they just drape down behind me. does get caught on some stuff. A lot of people fold them up and clip them on the carabiner. I don't have that kind of time to unfold each one with one hand, because I like to have one hand when I need it for doing these kind of straps, because I'm out in the outer edges of the branches sometimes. But anyway, that's an awesome little tip. A good way to false crotch without doing any damage to the branches, and being able to direct branches away from you to keep yourself safer. So check that one out. Use it. I use it all the time.